Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 268 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. I am using my mouth really in accentuated motions today. I don't know why. I'll talk normally. Baby. I will talk normally. You're also joined, as you can hear, by Mr. Lee. Padabadababadoo. Say hi, Lee.
How you doing? Hello.
Oh, it's been a little while, hasn't it? It's been a little while.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 weeks, was it? Because we had Lee on.
Oh yeah, of course.
Lee on.
We had a double dose of Lee for 1 week, so we had to skip a week. Otherwise, we'd be over our quota.
Oh, all going according to plan. I'll be back next week as well. There's a reason not to tune in.
I mean, all going well. We should be joined by a very special guest. So definitely worth tuning in for.
I mean, I don't think he would say that he isn't special.
Oh, he's a ledge. But we're not gonna let the cat out of the bag. We are gonna leave the cat firmly within the bag.
I love that segue.
Indeed, yeah. Animal cruelty. Hey, Lee. What go on? What's happening?
Yeah, ups and downs, man. But I've been a busy boy. Putting out some reels. So we're getting into like the this millennia, really, aren't we?
Oh, you know that meme of Buscemi, Steve Buscemi, like wearing like cut off like 3/4 length shorts and a backwards cap of niggas. Like, hello, my fellow dudes. It's just it's that, isn't it?
I mean, I watch a lot of reels now. I think everyone does, don't they? They're so addictive, just like swiping up and just going from one to the other. But there's a lot of bullshit ones where they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this happened."
Yeah, it's like, that, isn't it?
It's comments like, "What?"
So it's they catch you in a trap because you're going through Facebook or you're going through Insta, you get hit by like a little scroll bar of reels. Whatever they're called on that platform, and then there's always one that's got like a title that you go, oh, I'll just watch that one, and then you're in a fucking loop, and it gets you, and it makes me feel dirty every fucking time because it's like I don't want to be watching 15-second videos. I've got better things to do with my life, but they get you.
Some of them are really funny. Some of them are legit funny, and some of them are interesting as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's either that or watching YouTube videos about science, and then I sit there and I'm like, "Oh my god, I've got a whole new understanding of this, that, or the other."
There's me watching fucking plays through of Skyrim.
Oh, I plugged in an Xbox 360 for my daughter today that our auntie gave her.
Cool.
And in the tray was Skyrim. I was like, sweet.
Get in.
I've got probably 5 versions of Skyrim.
Oh yeah, I've got it for the 360. I bought it for the PS3 at one point. I paid for the 360 version, and then the website that I bought it from sent me the PS3 version. So I had that for a little while. I bought it on the Switch because it was on sale, and I've lost a fair few hours to it. Now my son asks me why you can't have your Switch back.
They've done a VR mod for it, and it's the full game, and apparently it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, VR can get right in the bin. VR is like 3D in movies. Does absolutely fuck all for fuck all.
No, it's gonna be the way. Like, say 20 years time, that's how all computers are gonna be. They're all gonna be VR.
Ugh. I'm gonna move back to pen and paper at that point.
Blues dead.
That's it, yeah. I'm going analog straight into the amplifier version of a computer.
Yeah. So the other thing I've been doing is organizing my studio. So it's a very big process. It's like really laborious, and I bought this shelf, this cabinet that I showed you earlier, with like, I don't know, 8 drawers, 10 drawers, something like that, and it's just organising all my cables, and it's literally just full of cables and shit like that. And I filled it to the brim with it all organised. I was like, oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Turned around and found another bag of cables. I was like, oh, fuck, I'll deal with that later. Sat down, looked at the chair next to me, and there was a shit ton of cables on there. I was like, fucking hell.
How many cables does one man need?
Yeah, like,
shit
honestly,
tons of cables.
My mate was over a few weeks ago, and I couldn't find a kettle lead. And I was like, I'm sure I've got one around here. I sent him a picture of this drawer full of spare kettle leads yesterday, and it must be 20 kettle leads in there. I was like, how the fuck could I not find any of them?
Yeah, I've got
mental.
I've got a bag full of them in the back of my car, just in case I forget to bring one to a gig.
Yeah, it's mental. It really is. But it's all getting here. It's all getting more organised. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with that.
Fabulosa. So, talk to us about these reels that you've done, because you did. I think you've done 3 by the time. Well, when we're recording this, you'll probably have done more by the time this comes out.
Yeah, there's a few more going out. The ones that are interesting that have kind of kicked it off. There was one for the Pantheon Deluxe, which
where you used fucking Comic Sans. That was the bait. That was, wasn't it?
Absolutely on purpose, because I know that both Jason and Richard absolutely hate it over at OnePlus. So I was like, I used that, and I've tried to make them interesting. So I've been taking these guitar lessons, as I said, and one of the things that I did recently was to try to shred, but shred over interesting chords and do the chord changes while I'm shredding, because me and Emmanuel were doing it recently, and I was like, okay, that just made shredding really, really interesting. It didn't sound like I like to use shredding as a means to get from one place to another place with an interesting sort of flair.
Yeah,
I don't like to just do shit tons of shredding, mainly because I'm not that great at it, but also it just bores me. But yeah, doing it like that, it just sounded amazing. It was like proper like Tom Quayle-esque. So I've been trying to take this sort of approach towards my playing, where I'm like playing over chords that you might not necessarily expect.
Yeah.
That shouldn't necessarily fit, but they do. And maybe having these 3 chords in order actually gives some sort of chromatic movement in one and like 3 of the notes when you put these chords together, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I've done stuff like that before, where you use like chord extensions to create chromatic lines. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. It requires a bit of brain power, but
yeah. And there was like something that Emmanuel showed me was when you're doing a turnaround in blues, if you play a 7th chord, like do the E7, what you're doing is you're adding in the harmonic minor note to the scale. So if you're playing in A minor and you play the E7, you're adding in the sharpened 7th from the A minor scale, which gives you the harmonic minor. So on a turnaround, you can chuck in a harmonic minor scale. No one really notices that you're getting your Malmsteen on. You're just, adding it in, and it sounds sweet. So I've done that on that reel, and I also stepped it up in terms of gain. So I started with clean, then one side of the Pantheon, then both sides both on. So by the end of it, I'm shredding, and all this I did in like 30 seconds. It sounded wicked. I was well impressed with it. I planned it for ages. I was working on it for ages, but all for like 30 seconds of whittling.
I'm sure there's some parallels that we can make about putting in 10 minutes worth of work to get 30 seconds of good stuff at the end.
Cooking.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Making a sandwich. Yeah. The other one I did was for the Surgeon, for the Matthews Effect Surgeon, and that was really nice. Set up 4 presets and then just went through the different presets and just played something, and that was a minute long, and it sounded good. And then I had some total bellend say, "Oh, it's out of tune. Your guitar's out of tune." The guitar wasn't out of tune. It's an analog fucking delays moaning about, and the repeats are modulated, so the repeats aren't in tune because they're modulated. And
quality.
Like, obviously, the repeats are turned up so you can hear it because I'm demonstrating the fucking delay pedal. So you wouldn't have it quite like that when you're playing like for shizzle, you know?
Don't you love the internet? Don't you love it?
I mean, I had some guy telling me my Gibson wasn't real.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and then you sent a link to like the model that it was, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, but, like this is when they were for
customs
sale,
are supposed to have
was...
double binding, and you're like, "Well, shut up." Yeah.
It's like the only difference between my guitar and a custom is that there is no binding on the back. It's because it's a signature model, and it's like there's only 200 of them. In that way, mine is much more custom than a custom, if you like.
There's fewer of those in the world than there are customs.
And it's still got a 7-ply binding on the body and the headstock, and it's got the binding on the neck as well. So, that's proper
there
ebony fretboard. So yeah. Nice guitar, that.
Indeed. We've dropped some stuff on Pedalboards of Doom this week as well, haven't we?
Yes.
I say we. Me and Josh have dropped some stuff on Pedalboards of Doom this week.
The Brummy Brothers, as I like to call them.
Indeed. Pedalboards of Brum. But yeah, it's I'm not gonna spoil any of it because it's a roller coaster of a video. But the crux of it is that me and Josh try and get the best Master of Puppets tone out of our respective modelling units. So the video is called like Master of Modelers or something like that. But there's a twist goes on, so it's definitely worth watching. It'll
bring tears to your eyes.
It brought tears to someone's eye, didn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, you do actually feature in the video as well, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Because you were the official adjudicator.
Yeah, so, my no, I won't say what my thoughts were.
They are outlined in the video.
Yes.
But like that's another video that we got some. Like I shared it in like one of the Line 6 videos, the Line 6 groups, and there was comments like, "Oh, it was really distracting because these neither guitarist played the riff right." Like the fuck. I did end up explaining that's because like copyright's a thing and whatnot. Yeah. But it's just like, and there were people like moaning about it before they'd even clicked the video, and you could see because what they were saying just weren't. It didn't relate at all to actually like, the content of the video. It's just like it's a thankless task, isn't it? Creating content on the internet.
Do you ever feel like carrying a brick wall around with you to just smash your head against it?
I mean, most places that I know have got installed brick walls, so it would be a fruitless endeavour. But just the internet is like largely the people that we have interactions with on the internet are like absolutely genuinely sound people, and we have some really cool people who interact with our stuff. Some of which I'm going to mention in just a bit because I've got a public apology that I need to do.
I tell you what, though, I would say that we really appreciate every single listener. Yeah, we want to hear what you have to say. We want to answer your questions. We want to have input back from you because it gives us ammunition. And I tell you what, it's a great feeling when you listen to a podcast and you get a shout out on it or something like that. It is actually pretty cool.
Speaking of which, I mean, that's a segue and a half there, isn't it? Mr. Matt Quinn, not Matt Quine, Matt Quinn, Asked for straight up. Yeah, Matt Quinn. Yeah, he asked for a little bit more info on Josh's silent practice rig. Obviously, we don't have Josh here this week, so we can't go into any more detail. But as soon as we get Josh back on, we will mention it. I am just leaving this as an audio reminder that we will dive further into that. And I think I've managed to convince Josh to do a little video on pedal boards of doom about it. So definitely look out for that. Keep in the loop, because I think there will be a full breakdown of that. And Al Lawson has called me out on my bullshit. It might have been Josh. He wasn't very specific about who. But apparently we spread some absolute misinformation about Bond. So whatever it was, I put my hands up and apologise. You
What
got
about
us,
James Bond?
Potentially. I don't remember mentioning Bond, but there we go. Maybe that was the faux pas. We didn't mention Bond enough, or we mentioned Bond too much.
I vaguely remember mentioning James Bond about something. So maybe it was.
Oh, so it was probably you. You should be doing this fucking apology then.
Soz, mate. Right. Okay. Next.
To Al. Sorry, whatever the misinformation was.
So it is cool. Lee's, who we had on last time, his dad worked with Roger Moore.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Also saw something about Roger Moore a couple of days ago. Apparently, in his memoirs, he said that he was in the, let's say, the TV studio, Canteen.
Yeah.
Not Cantina. That's like Star Wars. But and it was when he was doing one of the James Bond films, I guess. But he said Christopher Reeves walks along dressed as Superman, right? Because he's filming there, and all the ladies are like, "Oh my god, it's he's so handsome." Apparently, next day or whatever, walks past dressed as Clark Kent. No one paid fucking attention to him.
I mean, that shows that it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
I mean, Roger Moore was my motto during my 20s.
Yeah.
I've grown up since. I've grown up. Like that's for the Brits out of us. That is. That'll go over the Americans' heads. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Let us know if you got that little quip. Well, we've got. So we got.
It'd be messy if it did.
We've got to do our regular kind of discussion thing, but we've got a little bit of special breaking news this week, haven't we? Because fresh off the press today, there was a little announcement. Do you want to take us through it, Lee? Because you are the master of all things this.
Yeah. So our good friends over at Victory have, I'm sure you're aware of this now, they've released a lineup of 5 pedals. 5, count them, 5, like the number of fingers on most people's hands.
Like the greatest boy band.
The thumb as well.
5, I-V-E, yeah.
5 will make you get down. That came on the fucking radio the other day. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, anyway, right. So you know that they've got the Sheriff, the Jack, the Duchess, the Kraken, and the Copper in terms of their amps, and they've got the full amps, they've got the mini lunchbox amps, they've got the V4 amps, which, you know, I love. So they're the flamps, the floor amps, or the pedal board amps, if you like. And then they've got the V4 preamps as well, which they've got all of them. And now they've released the V1, which does beg the question as to where the V2 is going to come into things. And the V3, you know, it does make me wonder. So the V1 is their range of just pedals. Now, all of these pedals...
like no amp at all built in. It's just kind of the flavour of the amps in a pedal, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. All of these are £199 or $249. Or 239 euros, okay?
Yeah.
They're all 125 mils. From top to bottom. and I think it's 66 mil wide. So they're a bit taller than a Boss pedal, but about the same width as a Boss pedal.
Okay.
And they weigh 47 grams. So
Like,
a little bit heavier than a Boss pedal.
Why are we going into this?
Just because I know these things. It's weird. Okay. So what's really cool about these is Victory have made them in cohorts with Adrian 4P.
Indeed.
So
yes.
Martin and 4P have been Martin Kidd and Adrian 4 working together on pedals. They're going to be good.
Yeah. They're definitely going to be. They're going to be. They're handmade in the UK as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that kind of justifies the price a bit more.
Yeah. But there's more to them. Okay, so you've got that like double folded sort of metal kind of thing that 4P goes for, but they're not like they're not recessed knobs like you would get on a 4P pedal.
Yeah, the J Rocket does a similar thing, don't they?
That's it. But these are angled in that the where the jack's going at the top is higher than where the foot switch is.
Oh, okay. So they're slightly wedge shaped.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
They're really cool. You got top mounted jacks and power. So it's a nice clean look. If you put all five of them together, you're not going to have jacks on the side to mess around with. And they've all got like these sort of gem style LED. What are these called, man? Let's have a look. Yeah, but they're the same as the ones that you find on the Origin pedals. So the dual. Right. I'll show you. You can edit this.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to let you flounder. Lee Googles things on the internet. Google things on the internet.
Won't let me share my screen. It's just been.
Thank fuck for that. I mean, you were talking about the dimensions of a pedal in millimeters and the weight. Now you're talking about the quality of the LED.
Well, no, it like sticks out, so it looks really cool.
Fantastic. I mean,
it just looks really, really groovy. But okay, look, they all follow the same form factor, and they've all got like your gain, your volume. So your volume on your left, gain on your right, and then down the bottom you've got a 3-band EQ. Okay, the EQ is going to be good because all the EQs and all the Victory stuff that I use is it's some of the best EQ that I've ever used. It just works so well, and it doesn't leave you thinking, where is that? Listening for it, it's very clear to hear what's going on, and it's dialed in right for the pedal. So that's great. What's also weird about these, in a good way, is when the gain's to the left, you seem to have a different style of pedal than when it's to the right. So on the Sheriff, for instance, they say to the left, you're going to have vintage Marshall sounds, and then to the right, you're going to have high gain modded Marshall sounds from like the 80s. On the Jack, you're going to have like the clean sounds, and then it'll go all the way up to the high gain sounds from the Jack. From the Duchess, you can get that sort of Fendery sort of sound, and as you move it up, you'll get like a boost, and then it'll actually go into somewhat higher gain. On the Kraken, you've got Marshally sounds to the left, and you've got high gain American sounds to the right. And then on the Copper, from what I gather, as you turn the gain up on that, it kind of kicks in some sort of treble boosting sort of
almost like the top boost kind of tones.
Huh?
Almost like the top boost kind of tones.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking more trebly boost, because then you'll get because it does say 70s rock band, so you're thinking Queen and Rory Gallagher and this sort of thing there. Yeah. So, these look bloody good. We talking to Victor at the moment. I think we're going to have a few of them in. We'll do some shorts, we'll do some videos, and we'll give you some more in-depth information on it. I think the one I'm most interested in trying at the moment is the Sheriff.
Oh.
Yeah, but they all look great, because I've got the Kraken, I've got the Jack, I've got a Duchess.
Oh, there you go. So you're just looking to complete the set now. Yeah. That's really cool. Like having those though the versatility of those tones, especially like the 3-band EQ as well, it will let you kind of dial in to the guitar you're using and to compensate for the amp that you're using as well. Oh yeah, I'm down with that. I've heard a little bit, like I've heard the product demo, and that sounded really good. Whoever played guitar on that is just an absolute beast. Probably Phil Dyer
it's
in
like
it.
the same song, but as you go through it, kind of like gives heritage to what the amps are. So like when he's playing like the
there's kind of clean, there's like clean Fendery bits. There's kind of harmonized guitar, AC30 tones, and then there's like heavier riffs. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
The jack gets really proggy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a very well done piece of music.
And then right at the end, just like goes into just Malmsteen.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost certainly Phil, that isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna find out. I'll ask Daniel who did it, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be our mate Phil.
Like, if I didn't have massive props for him before, I do now, because I just wish I could play like that. My God! Right, so let's do some discussions. We'll start out soft, and then we'll get into the tough nitty gritty stuff. Right, so Fender Japan have released the Ken Strat, which comes in a really, really outlandish finish. Like, it's a paisley finish that goes, it's like a black to a kind of sunsetty red burst with paisley. It's so... It's garish to a point of like opulence.
I mean, the maple neck on it is so striking as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like bright, almost kind of whiter maple. I don't think it fits. But there we go. So outlandish finishes on a guitar. Like what say you? Are you a fan of this particular finish? Because it divided the opinions of my my followers on Instagram. There were some who were absolutely loving it. There were some who were like, "Ugh, get it away."
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like the pickups are so hidden on there. You know, when you see a guitar and it looks like you're supposed to have a lot of pickups, it doesn't, and it looks like there's a lot of space in there.
Like the original Variaxes that didn't have any pickups, so your brain wouldn't necessarily point out that it was the pickups that were missing. But you're like, there's something ain't right there.
Yeah, because the pickups on this are black, and there's a lot of black on there. It's they're very, very much hidden. I had to stare at them for ages to kind of like ascertain whether there was a middle pickup.
Yeah.
So and that I don't like too much, but I like that they're going for something new, and you know it is striking, and I mean it's not going to fall into the realms of look, it's another black Strat.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to like blend into the crowd with it. So here's a question. What outlandish finish, what kind of crazy finish would be your go-to for a guitar?
Green, like lime green, that would match my Zilla cab.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily any more outlandish than this crazy like burst paisley.
I'd love a PRS that was kind of like tasteful quilting, like a flame, but tasteful, like not too much, that matched my Zilla cab. I'd love that.
Yeah, I don't think they necessarily do anything that particularly green, do they? They do like Dragon Burst, which is almost like an emerald green.
I mean,
But
I think it matters. I think that depends on how much dolly you got, really, doesn't it? They'll do it if you want it. They did
Yeah,
that horrible bloody. They did the shit eagle, didn't
carve. Yeah.
they?
Oh.
Eagle turd.
Yeah, I think I definitely draw the line at eagle turd. I think I draw the line at most PRSs, to be fair. Like,
there's some really nice ones though. Do you remember when we've all gone up to like Andertons and stuff, and like they've got like the ones that almost look like a set of like denim jeans or something like that, and just
I've never been to Andertons. Never been. I have not.
I was going to say we'll have to go one day, and I just remembered how far that is. It's a lot further than it used to be.
Yeah, like it used to be a lot closer for you. Now I'm the one who's closer.
Yeah, by far.
Indeed. I think I draw the line at, like, I'll go for it like a big flake sparkle finish. That's probably where I draw the line.
Ooh, do you know what? I really don't like silver sparkle.
I like gold sparkle. Silver sparkles, yeah. Depends, really. I could do, like, if you gave me a silver sparkle strat with a black pickguard and cream plastics, rosewood board, I reckon I'd do that. That'd do me.
Your question is, where would I draw the line, isn't it?
Yeah, where would you draw the line?
Like, what would be a step too much?
Yeah, well, just before that step, like where's the point at which you'd go, this is a bit much, but I'll still take it. Because I reckon
signature guitars.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like.
Well, just any
name.
signature. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't want someone else's name, to the point where when I bought mine, it is a signature guitar, and I had to change the truss rod cover and stuff like that because I was just like, nope.
But that's not necessarily a finish option, is it? That's a like a personal preference on like repping someone else's name.
I suppose it depends on where the name is. If it's like plastered all over the front of it,
one of the Joe Bonamassa's ones where it's plastered across the fretboard in like abalone inlay.
Joe's face on the Les Paul.
Yes, that's definitely where I draw the line. Okay, I draw the line.
It depends on who the artist is. Like if it was the RR5, like the Jackson Randy Rhoads RR5 or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I love that. Also, I'd really like a JS 2000. So I kind of like being a bit of a hypocrite, really.
Yeah, but the Satch ones aren't particularly Satch branded, are they? They're not plastered over.
If you get the one with the alien on from Surfing the Alien, the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I draw the line there as well. That's definitely
a pair of sunglasses on it and paint the face like the same color as Joe. It would actually look like Joe.
Like anything with a fucking graphic on it, I just can't do guitars with graphics on. If you want artwork like that, buy a fucking poster.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Except I've always loved the Silver Surfer, even before I even knew what a Joe Satriani was. I've always really liked the Silver Surfer as a character. And then I really like Satriani. I really like that guitar. And, it's kind of like, most of the time I'd be with you, like those fucking Hello Kitty guitars and stuff, like get it in the bin.
But they're not graphics. That's a scratch plate. That's wicked. I like that. I like that. And the birdie bass as well. I like those ones.
The Powerpuff Girls, yeah.
No, but like those like the Hello Kitty Strat, I like because it's an actual like embossed pick guard, whereas the like Emily the Strange Epiphone SGs, no, just get in the bin.
Guitars that are ugly on purpose, like they insist upon themselves.
Okay. We'll extend this one out to the listeners as well. Post pictures of guitars that are just beyond your point where you go, I wouldn't play that. because I want to see some ugly guitars. I want to see some not ugly guitars, ugly finishes on guitars. Right, next one up, Adam Jones, Flying V has been teased. I think they were talking about it a few. In fact, actually, probably last year by this point, when they'd released the custom shop Silverburst Les Paul. They've brought out the Flying V. They've put the original Flying V headstock on it, which is almost like the Dean one, but where the Dean's like a mini Flying V as a headstock. The Gibson V, like the Gibson quote unquote Dean headstock, one of the sides is slightly thicker than the other, so it's like an off-center V, and it looks horrendous. Like the inlay for Gibson is across one of the sides as well, so it's not even central. It gives me a headache looking at it. It's horrendous.
I've got to see this. Oh right, yeah, okay.
Okay. For my money, I think that's probably one of the worst headstocks around.
I mean, it looks like someone's just tried to make the best of a bad job there, doesn't it?
It does. It looks as if they were trying to do the Dean headstock, but it was Friday afternoon, and they were clocking off in 15 minutes, and they just thought, you know what, fuck it, that'll do.
But because someone did it back in like 1960 or 1970 or something, it's now acceptable.
Someone wanted beers with the boys on a Friday afternoon, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I think that's probably what happened to the Telecaster headstock as well. No one realised they actually made something that looked like a penis.
Whoa! We can't even put that one out. I can't have that on the podcast. We can't have Telecaster hate like that on a podcast.
I mean, I want a telly. I really do want a telly, but the Telecaster headstock it's the reason I don't own a telly is because years ago I had the opportunity to buy tellies, and I was just like, I can't own something that looks like
that. I mean, if that's what your penis looks like, I think you need to go to the doctors. Because
I do, but not for that reason.
There you go. I mean, it's like, for my money, it's not the headstock that I gravitate towards, but it's an iconic headstock. I love.
Did you see the thing I tagged you in the other day about this guy who like was rating headstocks?
No,
you missed it. Oh my god, he done like this tier. This, you know, when people do like the tiers where they've got like A to G or
yeah
A to D, and then they got the S rank.
Yeah,
and it was for freer side tuning headstocks, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he'd put Gibson right at the bottom. Like, all right. Then he put in the tier above that, he put the new Epiphone headstock. And in the tier above that, he put the old Epiphone headstock. And I'm like,
I mean, that's wrong.
I think you're trolling. Yeah, man.
Gibson's headstock is not the best three-a-side headstock by a long shot, but it's not the worst. Like the old clipped wing headstocks, they can get in the bin. I do like the Kalamazoo headstock. I think that's pretty cool, but it's not as good as the Gibson Open Book one. But they're not the best. Like the Ibanez Iceman, massive big paddle, three-a-side headstock. I'm looking at one now because I've got a Fireman and it's got the same one. They are the pinnacle.
You think so? Do you?
Or the Flying V.
They look nice, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's the pinnacle.
Like of aesthetic, for me, it means that the headstock's really far away, so it feels a bit awkward to try and tune because the tuners aren't as close as I would usually have. I like the Flying V headstock, the standard like Arrowhead Flying V headstock. But this is coming from the guy who rates the CBS headstock for a Strat as better than the standard Strat headstock. I love the fatty fat headstock. I love it.
I really don't. I don't think, unless I was like blown away by a guitar, I don't think that would put me off of buying a Strat. If it had the 70s headstock, I would be like, no, thank you.
No,
So
I'd go for it. I'd absolutely go for it, especially if the like if it was a rosewood bud and it was a slightly darker rosewood. Oh, get in my collection straight away.
Get in my belly.
Uh,
So the ones that kind of stand out for me are the PRS and the Music Man ones. My Music Man's 2.
Music Man's
on one
4 and a
side,
2, isn't it?
4 on the other. Yeah.
Yeah, Music Man's 4 and a 2. If I could go for
You know, because you kind of got to fit it into that genre, haven't you? Because you can't have a 4-2 tier because there's going to be like 3.
yeah, there's one.
Yeah,
That's it.
So you kind of got to put it in there.
My top tier, like if I was going for any headstock, and it's really fucking strange choice, but reverse banana Kramer. I really love them. I don't know why. Like the reverse Kramer banana stocks. Fucking love them.
Stock crate.
Fucking love them.
All right, yeah. Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's very 80s, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like it's extremely cheesy, but like it's just so outlandish, and I love it. I love it.
I mean, you wouldn't find that without a Floyd Rose at the other end.
Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. I'd like that on something with a Bigsby, if possible.
What?
Be just mwah, chef's kiss.
Oh, man. And
Right.
do you know what that's like? It's like you see like some sort of like RoboCop cyborg who's like from the waist up is all like, I can do anything, but he's in a wheelchair. it's...
I mean, indeed.
Oh.
Right, so we've got the Dreadbox Raindrops. I think I shared this week. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. I think it's an octave delay reverb, like a delay reverb. I think it was touted as basically shoegaze in a box, which is not my forte.
So many pedals have said that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks wicked. It's got this like really like again 80s aesthetic with like bright, like a bright kind of teal color with pink writing on it. It looks amazing, but it made me think, what's the most kind of zany, just insane, sounding effect that you just absolutely love?
There's the AMA, which is the Bit Crusher reverb. That's pretty cool. And then you've got the Rainbow Machine, I guess, which I guess that's kind of why this is called rain. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not raindrops. It's rain.
No, it's rained rops. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've played a Rainbow Machine-esque Jedsped, and it like the pedal was fine. It was well made, but it's not for me. It's not for me.
If you spend some time with it, you can get some great tones. You can get some really great tones out of it. But I always think Matt. He said that one of his first experiences was listening to someone trying to do that in a music shop.
Yes, yeah,
absolutely. But if you go and sit down with it, and if I suppose it's like you don't get travel sick if you're the one driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that experience, isn't it? Like you're in control of the horrendousness.
Yeah.
So you're mentally prepared for it.
Yeah, I've managed to get some really, really fantastic tones out of a Rainbow Machine, but I've also managed to get a hell of a lot more crappy tones out of it.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Fuzz Factory, though, isn't it?
Oh, I love that.
But there are equally, if not more, bad sounds in that pedal than there are good sounds.
Yeah, absolutely. It's but some of those bad tones, when you put in the hands of someone like Matt Bellamy, it turns into Origin of Symmetry. So, so you know, what are you gonna say?
But I mean, like fully, genuinely broken sounds, like clicking and whirring and high pitched noises.
I mean,
where it's...
have you listened to the beginning of Plug-in Baby?
I have, yeah. Like he it's tastefully done.
Yeah.
Whereas
Exactly.
I've done the I've used the Fuzz Factory the Fuzz Factory 7, which has got a few more controls.
Because that's what you need.
Yeah. And there were points on it that just didn't make any sound, and then there were points that were making like random clock noises, like, and you're just like, well, that
you sure that's what it was?
It's a sound. But it's so
set it to that, right? And then set a pattern delay after it.
No. I want my guitar to sound like a guitar. I want to be able to play a chord and then that chord come out.
I don't want anything that doesn't sound like blues. If I can't play it on a J. Bonamassa song, then I don't want to hear it. Okay, mate. Sound is sound. See, there's a sound. No. That's your sound. That's your way of expressing. I'm not sure about that. That's a sound. You can express yourself without having to go. Oh, stop there.
Yeah, we'll get copyright strike for that.
But I wasn't doing a Joe Bonamassa wedding ring, so that's okay.
I think my tolerance for particularly outlandish effects is much lower than yours. The fact that your favourite pedal is the blue box kind of suggests that, doesn't it?
I do love that pedal.
I mean, I've grown to tolerate it. It's never going to be my go-to. But like the Moen Shaky Jimmy, I keep going back to it. I love that. That's kind of outlandish for me. I love the quirkiness of the TC vibrato as well, the shaker. But those are like your basic bitch quirky pedals, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose, especially tremolo, a bit of reverb, a bit of tremolo. That's very old school, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's kind of where my heart lies.
But then,
speaking of old school,
stick a bit of delay after a fuzz, and you can get some real cool synthy tones.
I was playing with a fuzz this week. In fact, actually, that's a great segue. But I'll talk about the fuzz that I've not released a video on. I was playing the Ritual Devices Grimalkin, and I will get a video recorded for it soon. I meant to do it during the summer, and I didn't get a chance. It's good. It's really good. Is it my favourite fuzz pedal now? I'm not sure, but it's good. It's and the fact it's got. So he does like etched patterns on the front of these pedals. I didn't realise it had little cats on it. Like the pattern is cats. So that's just wow. In fact,
I've got a problem. I don't know where my blue box is.
Go to the doctors. Right. I did a video about the Rusty Fuzz this week, the TC Rusty Fuzz. It was very well received. Like my specific demographic of YouTube people loved it. Massive thanks to Andrew Bimpson, because he actually sent me through this Rusty Fuzz and another one of the TC big box pedals to demo, because he's an absolute legend. And like he knew that my audience loved the TC stuff, so he helped me out. So just massive thanks, Mr. Bimpson. You're a ledge.
You know what? He's come off social media for a while.
He has, and I don't blame him. I really don't. If I could quit Facebook, I probably would.
I mean, if I could have a bit of a break from it, I think I would, but I don't have that luxury really. So,
No, we're kind of tethered to it with the stuff that we do, aren't
yeah, I wouldn't mind just having a bit of a break from it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give it out completely. It's especially being out where I am. It's how I genuinely I see half my mates.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well.
more than that. More than half. Most.
Indeed. But it got me thinking. So Rusty Fuzz was one of these ones that I had almost discounted because I'd heard people go, it's okay. Like, it's not the best in the lineup. But actually, I think, aside from the third dimension, which I think is top tier, like S tier, I think this would come under A tier, definitely, if not kind of the bottom of S tier.
We should do a tier like a tier thing. We should do like a live stream tier of pedals.
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, let us know if you think that would be a cool thing for us to do, because like, there's no point us doing a video if it's only me and Lee going to watch it.
I mean, we could do it like just fuzzes, just choruses, just bits and pieces, and we can just sit there and hash it out, and we could do it live. We could do it with the audience, and everyone can have their say on it.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe that could be like a Christmas special
with like books and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd be into that.
Yeah, why not transition that into pedals? So the Rusty Fuzz, I think, is a hidden gem within the TC lineup. What other pedal hidden gems are there out there that people should know about?
Blue Box. We're
not going to mention the Blue Box because Blue Box is like, people know what it is. They avoid it on purpose. If I weren't going to mention that the Rusty Fuzz, I would say the Dark Matter again by TC. I think people saw that and thought it should be absolutely brutal, and like gave it a wide berth. It's not a brutal pedal. It's somewhere kind of in the region of like OCD rat kind of territory, and it sounds fantastic. It sounds really good at the kind of mid-game.
The pedals that used to be very popular and used to see a lot, but you don't see much anymore, kind of fall into this.
Sure. Like what? What are we talking?
Dynacomp.
Okay, yeah. I'd say that, yeah. Mind you, the Dynacomp got a reworking, didn't it? It got the mini Dynacomp.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. They did. But you don't really see them on people's boards anymore, but they are... You get two different types of compressors. You get a compressor that's trying to be like a studio compressor, and then you get a compressor that's kind of trying to be an effect more than like a studio sort of sound. And the Dynacomp very much is the granddaddy of the compressor effect.
Yeah.
And it really does give you that sound. You kind of put it on and you're just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can hear a Dynacomp, but it gives you that, like, that heavy squish, that really kind of processed, almost kind of like country tone or like 70s squashed guitar tone.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be absolutely fantastic. I'm just looking at mine over there, and it's a proper vintage one, and we have to plug it in.
Yeah, I've never actually played a Dynacomp. Put my hands up and say I've never played one. I've played
my first compressor was a Dynacomp, like a new one, but it was my first compressor.
I've played replicas. I've played like the Line 6 models of the Dynacomp. I've also played certain pedals that aim towards that, but I've not actually played the MXR.
Which ones aim towards that, would you say?
Oh, I can't remember. Look, I'm sure like cheaper Dynacomp-esque pedals, where it's like very few controls, like Moore maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay,
but
yeah, but they've only got like two controls on them, and they've got the volume and they've got the compression.
Yeah, that's
one of the things I like about the Dynacomp. It's like, it's just a two-knob compressor. It's really...
Oh yeah, it's like, it's no messing, is it? It gives you that tone. This is the compressor tone. You take it or you leave it. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think the Dynacomp is a good solid answer. I'm sure we're completely missing some obvious ones here.
Yeah, most likely. What was the question again? Outline the question again.
So we're talking like hidden gems within the pedal world that people absolutely must know about. I mean, I've done a fair few on my channel. I think the Mosky Spring Reverb is an absolute must. Again, like 2 knob pedal. I think you got dwell and you've got level or mix or something like that. And that's a fantastic pedal.
So, right, they're not really kind of overlooked, but you don't see that many of them. And it's the Eventide Black Hole. If you really want that, like that sort of reverb that you would only really normally hear in a movie, that's where you go.
Okay.
It's so good. It's absolutely fantastic reverb.
Yeah. When we had Joe on, Joe Kotze, weren't it?
Yeah. I like Joe. He's a dude.
Yeah. He's a ledge.
He's actually got promoted in Eventide recently.
Oh, fabulous! Congratulations, Joe. Because he's listening. I know that.
He is.
Definitely. He's definitely listening.
Yeah. What were you saying anyway?
I think we're going to move on. We'll extend that question also to the listeners, the viewers. What pedals do you want us to know about? What pedals, like what hidden gems, ones that you think have just slipped under the radar?
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? There's so many pedals that used to be hidden gems, but like people like That Pedal Show and us and so on and so forth have kind of gone out and said, "Oh, do you know what? It's really good." Like the Boss multi overtone pedal. That's a great pedal for getting like the organ sort of tones and stuff like that.
Okay.
The treble booster, like so many people hear the name treble booster and think, what do I want to do that for? You know, but it doesn't. It does so much to your tone.
Yeah.
So there's so many of these, like using a blues driver, to like get a really cool clean tone by turning your tone down. It just, what it does to your clean tone is actually really, really cool. But just by turning your volume down on your guitar, little tricks like that used to be like top secret, but so many people know about them now. It's going to be a hard
Okay,
one.
so you're saying that the mystique, the mysteriousness of getting guitar tones is kind of the veil is being lifted a little bit.
Yeah, I am very interested to see like what people's secrets are, though. Yeah, or do they even want to tell us? Whoa.
Yeah. I'm down with that. Well, we go one final bit of discussion news. Laney have released a 3-watt studio head, which with the idea of it is that it will be used as a studio tool. It will be direct recording. I think, if I remember rightly from the kind of marketing above, it's got 2 notes, like cab IRs built in. So it is designed to go direct out, like into a desk and stuff. But my question was,
Why?
like, not why, because like a lot of people want to do kind of low wattage, like being able to crank it kind of.
Is it a high gain amp?
I think it can be, yeah.
Cool.
Because it goes down to 0.3 watt as well, so you can crank it at low volumes.
0.3 watts.
Yeah.
I got a question. What's the point?
What's
the point?
But I mean, my question was: is all digital signal path the way for modern recording solutions? Is it a case where we're going to phase out tubes for modern recording, like especially kind of bedroom recording?
Has it not got any valves in it then?
Yeah, it does have, yeah. This one does, yeah. But I'm saying, do we necessarily need the valves, or is it a case where the recording these days is going all towards digital? Because that's how I do a lot of my recording. I can't the feasibility of me being able to crank an amp up is nil, absolutely nil, because I've got people sleeping or like people trying to do things while I'm there. So like even if I'm doing it at a time where everyone's awake and available, like I wouldn't be disturbing anyone so much. I'd get the background noise of being able to record as well. So like the fart, the like the environment in which I'm recording doesn't lend itself to clean recordings.
Okay,
whereas
so I can come in on this. I know for a fact that most modern recording is moving towards DIs, where you basically play, you run you run an out into your recording into your DAW, and whatever you're playing comes over as a DI. Then they reamp that, and they reamp that through whatever they want in order to get it to sound right. And the benefit of that is, rather than someone saying, "Oh yeah, this is a really great tone that I got at home, and I've sent that over to you," and then they get a bunch of stuff that sounds great, but when you put it together and the tones just clash and they sound shit, and then they've got to re-cue the fuck out of it. They take all these DIs, they put it together, they put the overdrives on it, they run them through plugins and stuff, and then bam, they've got tones that work together really, really well. And the artist can turn around and they can say, "Okay, look, I want you to use this pedal, and I want you to use this amp," but how that person sets up that pedal and that amp, the person doing the reamping, they can set it up so it works perfectly. So when it's reamped, it sounds wonderful. And I know that for a fact because I've been talking to some artists that have been doing albums recently.
But is that not all digital, or are they then reamping it, like sending it out into like the actual analog gear?
It's usually going out into the pedals and then going back into digital amps.
So it's almost like a kind of hybrid system. But
no valves though.
Yeah. So it's all. Yeah, so you're kind of solid state and digital hybrid rather than a valve and digital or valve and solid state.
I mean, they might be reamping them into digital, into real amps. They might have some great amps there, but I doubt that they're going to have all the different amps for all the different artists that the artists want. So if they want to sound like John Petrucci one day and then they want to sound like Billy Joel the next day or whatever, they're going to have...
Billy Joel, the piano man.
No, Billy Joel Armstrong, sorry. I meant to say, then they can emulate them amps.
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
Oh, yeah. So what we're saying is that actually is largely moving away from tube amplifiers.
Yeah, in the realms of modern music, that's kind of like most people are using that. The younger artists I know and the younger guitarists I know, most of them never owned an amp.
Yeah, they don't even know what it's supposed to sound like.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
yeah. If you like, but
they've got no basis of comparison, so why would they miss it?
Yeah, everything goes through the computer, which is fine. If that's
cool,
there's no downside to moving. No, there are downsides to moving forward, but progress is progress, and we need it.
Indeed. What a place to wrap up the podcast. We have got people to thank. We've got our audience who have made it this far. You are amazing. You know this. We love you. We've also got some extra special people who are Patreon backers. For as little as $2 a month, you can join this list. It is not so exclusive that only certain people can be on it. As long as you've got $2 a month and you're willing to send it this way, you can be on this list of people. They are as follows. We've got Mr. Andrew Bimson, We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chevtone Effects. I was playing the Preacher V2, and it is wow. We have got Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects. We've got the Masters of Cinematic Universe, great podcast. We have got the Just Surprising podcast, who is also on, also great podcast. We have got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We have got Mr. Fletcher, Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups.
Showing.
Great pickups. I love them. I use them myself. And we've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast and the Second Button podcast, and occasionally the Just Surprise Me podcast. All podcast mentions I have on my own feed. I check them out on the reg. They are good podcasts. They keep my morning commute, which is getting ever so long these days.
Why?
But they keep me sane. They just keep me sane. It's just more cars on the road. I think since lockdown, more people are going to the office.
I mean, that's why I love it here. Is just I can take a 30-minute drive and not see another car.
Nice.
It's so lovely.
Nice. Not jealous at all. So if you want to catch me online, I am Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You can find me at Instagram, at Facebook, and at YouTube. YouTube is the home to the No Talk All Tone series and the No Talk All Tone Versus series, which this week has got a battle of the boss titans. We've got the SD1 versus the DS1, which is going to be the ultimate beginner guitar pedal. Which would you suggest to be the first guitar pedal of a beginner?
MXR Blue Box.
And go
imagine that being your
yourself.
first pedal. If that was your first pedal, you just give up.
Yeah, you give up on guitar. Yeah, if this is what it's supposed to sound like, nope.
I can't make it sound good.
See, what? Yeah, why does it sound like a keyboard?
Why does it sound like a broken Atari?
Oh dear. So Lee, Pedalboards of Doom. Where can we find you? Pedalboards of Doom.
Yeah, you can find us
Pedalboards of Doom.
Pedalboards of Doom. Pedalboards. You can find us on Facebook. We've got the Facebook group, which is the largest pedal group in the world on Facebook. You've got Instagram. We are on there. We are on YouTube. We are on this podcast. We are on Earth. We're on Mars. Titan. Europa. We're not really. Don't look.
You're just naming moons of Jupiter.
Just potentially habitable ones.
Go on.
No, yeah, we're all over the place. And you got any questions? Feel free to hit me up, and I will do my best to help you.
Fabulosa. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Lee, Padabadababadadoo, it will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Ta-da a bit.
Bye. What has a small willy and hangs down?
What has a small willy and hangs down, Lee?
A bat. What has a big willy and hangs up?
What has a big willy and hangs up?
I just hung up on him.